and semi-arid subtropical regions. The air inside is specially cooled and desiccated to match the climate these plants are native to, allowing them to thrive and burst into color. Some of the trees in the flower dome are remarkable specimens of nature, like the giant baobabs, also called overturned trees. The Mediterranean olive trees have survived a remarkably long passage of time. They are estimated to be about 1,000 years old.
1,000.
真的哈，这个蚊子真的，我们没有蚊子咬。
这个是
Based
没有
on
这个
this
地
food
方，这
and
个很多蚊
gastronomic
子，为什么咬
benefits,
起手咬？
there are 9 F&B outlets throughout the gardens.
哎呦，行行行
One
行
fine
行，
dining option is outlet to your left, serving Mediterranean
哎呦，
influenced
没有了。
cuisine in a garden setting.
我要拍这个来了哇，
Ferris wheel.
啊 ，very well 的，OK，快。
Wow, it's beautiful.
Also tucked away in this quiet corner is the Silver Garden, coming up ahead on your right. This rentable event space is named after the silvery-colored plants growing on and around its 3 super trees.
Super tree，
Eh,
这耳机来的头，
I'm
Look left into the
trying to
distance ahead,
video.
and you will notice another 3 super trees. Can you see a spout
这边
on
头
top of
好
one
了，
of
可
them?
以看了。
Super trees have many functions, one of which is to expel hot air from the conservatories.
Super tree，
We will visit more of them at the
Silver
Super Tree
Garden,
Grove
Silver Garden,
later
Silver
on our
Garden.
tour. Catch a glimpse of the Dragonfly Lake on the right.
left,
There is a
right.
440-meter boardwalk beside to stroll or jog along. The Marina Reservoir and 2 lakes surround Bayside, providing irrigation for plants and a cool respite for visitors. The reed bed to your right acts as a natural eco-filter to cleanse water from rain
快
runoff.
点，有点，很快。
The reeds help improve the lake's water quality by absorbing excess nitrogen and phosphorus. You are now entering the Heritage Gardens, which showcases the plants that occupy a special place in the history and culture of Singapore's main ethnic groups. Welcome to the Indian Garden. Can you spot the national tree of India here? It's right in the middle of the Indian Garden, the banyan tree,
很快
also
了，
called
这
the
个 Indian
Bengal
Garden 我
fig.
太。
With its tangle of roots and branches, the banyan symbolizes eternal life for Hindus. Plants and especially trees have huge cultural and religious significance for the Indians. In front of you, a circular opening in the wall welcomes you into the Chinese garden. This is called a moon gate, a feature found in
Where,
traditional
where?
Chinese gardens, and represents a full moon. For the Chinese, a garden is a reproduction of the natural environment. That's why features like ponds and boulders are common in classical Chinese gardens.
Chinese garden，
A rock represents a mountain, and water stands for rivers and waterfalls.
garden， Chinese garden，来，Chinese garden，
You are entering the Malay Garden,
Malay.
a third of the Heritage Gardens. The timber structure coming up on the right is an example of a traditional village residence known as a kampong house. There are many food plants here used by the Malays, such as lemongrass and the breadfruit tree on your right.
Where's the breadfruit tree? Oh, there it is.
Check out the mighty super trees on your left. You'll see the 22-meter-high OCBC Skyway suspended from the tall super trees. This aerial walkway offers a panoramic view of Bay South and the surrounding Marina Bay area. Vertical gardens of epiphytes and flowering climbers adorn the trunks of the super trees. At night, special light and sound effects turn the super tree grove into a spectacle you won't want to miss. The last of the heritage gardens is a horticultural representation of Singapore's colonial past. The frangipani, with its white flowers, were chosen to match the black and white houses of the early British planters in Singapore. Important cash crops they brought in the 1800s are featured here. To the right are the Brazilian rubber tree and the African oil palm. You are now leaving the Heritage Gardens, one of the two themed gardens at Bay South.
Where?
We hope
Where?
you've
Where is it?
enjoyed learning about Singapore's culture and heritage through the plants you have just seen.
Scene.
We're now approaching a stupendous white baby sculpture called Planet by British artist Mark Quinn. The sculpture's surroundings reflect the white theme of the colonial garden. It is the most significant of the many sculptures around the gardens, which include water buffaloes, horses, and dragonflies.
Baby, 我们可以找你这边吧？哎 ，baby 我要看，我们靠近它，那后面我们用个手了，哎，个手了啊。
I am filming a really nice video. Christmas Wonderland.
baby 放到这，那个水线，哎，它到后面，它到后面。哎呦，你看这个。个 tree
那么难。
个 tree 等 tree 哎呦很难了哦 Wonderland 来等一下我们去这个地方
I'm going there. I want to jump off this
等一下
chair
我
and
们
run
去这
there.
边现在去这边啊去这边有三个娃
Oh yeah, jump off this chair and run go there. Cannot lah. Super tree. Dun dun dun.
要回了要到了
Behold the complex forest towering in front of you.
Complex
This
tower.
is the Super Tree Grove, one of the distinctive icons of Bay South. Every super tree is a vertical garden rising from 25 to 50 meters high. These trees draw inspiration from the dominant trees of our rainforests that cannot grow to such heights in our urban environment. The tallest super tree is as high as a 16-story building. These green giants perform the functions of real trees, such as absorbing heat and harnessing solar energy via solar panels atop their canopies. This energy is sufficient to light up the trees at night. They also collect and store rainwater, which is used to irrigate the plants that grow on their
上
trunks.
拍照
But just that you keep on trying to take to perfection.
The garden's open grounds, such as the circular lawn to your right, are perfect for a picnic. This area is shaded by a grove of rain trees, such as the ones which have been growing here before the construction of the gardens. Look up to your left and you will notice a giant raised structure. This holds the World of Plants garden, which we will visit later. Bay South is built on reclaimed land, which is flat. These raised gardens give variety to the landscape and different levels where visitors can enjoy the gardens. Coming up to the left are two giant fish tanks built right into the wall. Each tank contains large ornamental fishes, reflecting the popular hobby of aquarium keeping in Singapore. The main residents are the carnivorous arowana, which are native to the tropics.
Sit down easy, ma.
These long-lived fish are known for their fierce nature.
What you showing? You
and
show
reputed
here.
to
What
bring
you show here
good
for what?
luck to their owners.
Quiet now. You show here for what? You told me. Nothing to see. You can see here tree. Then the car is moving. You can see ball. Can see anything. Quiet now.
I will see this. I can see the
Another
Christmas tree.
fish
Can
that
see the aquarium, ma.
symbolizes good luck
Tree roll.
is the carp or koi to your right. These energetic fish provide a burst of color and vibrancy along this walkway. Because the koi fish is believed to bring prosperity, keeping and breeding them is quite popular in Singapore. Observe the palm trees coming up ahead, and you will spot something strange. Most palms have a single trunk, but these mutated trees have 2 and even 3 trunks, rarities in the plant world.
Wonderland. Oh, ballet. Oh, you got that.
Try to
Palace.
imagine a world without plants. It's impossible. Without plants, there would be no life on the planet. 6 gardens in the world of plants ahead of us focus on the role of plants in our ecosystem. Do you know which were the first plants that colonized the surface of the earth? In the Discovery Garden, you'll learn how plant life began. Ferns and mosses were the first plants that appeared on land 500 million
But in
years
video
ago.
one side, I
If
video all
you
the
see what
important
looks
parts
like tree
only.
trunks lying on the ground, they are actually petrified wood. Ancient trees, fossilized through time. The topiary sculptures in front depict the native
Petrified
animals
wood.
of the rainforest, such as the orangutan, dung beetle, and hornbill. Topiary sculptures require constant pruning to maintain their form. These sculptures are made out of the curtain fig. The animals showcased here are closely linked to the flowering, fruiting, and dispersal of the fig.
How's that 11
You're so
This is
cool.
the fruits and flowers garden. Pollinated flowers develop into fruits with seeds. The fruits of the cannonball trees on your left and right expel their seeds when they explode on impact, giving the tree its name. Plants and trees also reproduce by dispersing seeds through wind, water, or animals. Not all plants require direct sunlight to flourish. Explore the dark side of the rainforest in the understory garden. Organisms on the forest floor have found ways to survive
No, very
under
hot.
low light conditions. Fungi, like the mushroom sculptures you see on your right, help to break up fallen leaves and twigs into rich nutrients for
If
vegetation.
not, he will be dropping on the floor.
Yesterday we here. Yesterday 我们去那边没人嘛，我们就 fly 这个。飞这
You
个。
are entering the world of
Drone.
palms garden.
我们有卖啊。
Palm trees are important components of the rainforest, filling its mid and lower strata.
在家，我们妹妹有给你玩的，你没事带
Rattan
回
is
家
used
你
for
们就回
furniture,
了。
and car wax is made from a
我
Brazilian
们
plant,
买
canola.
这个嘞，你看你看。
Look to your right behind the palm trees, and you will see the Energy Center, a marvel of sustainable energy. Tons of horticultural waste collected from palms every day is burned to power turbines that help cool the flower dome and cloud forest.
阿婆有带衣服，这个就是你看。等一下你再。
At the Secret Life of Trees Garden, learn all about trees and their wondrous forms. On your left and right, the leaves of the snowflake trees resemble the lattice structure of a snowflake. Baobabs, which you can see in the flower dome later, are nicknamed overturned trees because their branches look like roots growing into the air. And look out for the thorny trunks of the kapok trees on your
Secret of
right.
life of tree. 哎呀，forgot back.
We are now making a stop at the canopy once again. Do get off here to visit the two cooled conservatories, which hold a truly global kingdom of plants. They come from every continent
Ma, I
except
haven't even-
Antarctica.
Not a big cannot man. So nhiều.
You push me.
You want slap you?
No.